you. Happy to be here.
Hey, it's really great to be here.
And they can tune in on YouTube.
Oh, the YouTube is up.
yeah.
Say hello to Stephanie. And Stephanie, you have brought along with you who?
I have brought along my bestie and songwriting partner, Kristen Blum, and Baro Avad, our producer, who produced the debut EP, Hold On to Hope. And he's become an awesome friend as well, and a wealth of knowledge.
So now your role.
So now you're.
Your role is becoming clearer.
How'd you get to play bass?
How did I start playing bass?
No, I mean for her. It's just,
She just asked me
you
to
know.
play.
She has to play bass.
Yeah, sometimes their usual bass player couldn't make a gig, so they just asked me to fill in.
Are you the unusual bass player?
That's why I am. Unique bass player.
And I played on the record too.
Yeah.
Too,
Yeah.
good, because it doesn't say that.
Well, it sounds. I'm kind of like torn whether it sounds like a law firm or a foreign type of name,
Well, Baro Avad.
like Chin Blum and Barrow,
CBB.
or like, hello, I want you to meet Mr. Barrow Blumchin. No.
Did you know that Blumchen in German is little flower?
Ah,
my little
Just
Blumchen.
FYI, my brother pointed that out one day. So there's a little.
Little Blumchen.
Little-
Well, that's
Note of the
interesting
day.
because when I made my confirmation, I chose Teresa as my name, and that Teresa is Little Flower Novena. So
Yes, it is.
it all comes circles back
Whoa.
around.
There you go.
Well,
Blumchen.
see, destiny.
Now, do you see the stuff for those of you watching on radio? Do you see the stuff that you learned here?
It's very educational.
This is an educational program, and we're going to stick to that.
It wasn't me. Was
It's like Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom.
Yeah, right.
You're like, I'm like
Yo,
Marlon.
Marlon Perkins.
I'm going to stay in the comfort of this Jeep while Jim wrestles that Bengal tiger. Oh, Jim, that's gotta hurt. Be back after this station identification. You guys, you're too young to remember that. Okay. Before we get started, here again, 609-241-7103. If you want to reach out with questions or comments, and you may even win something. I've got Rock on Radio merch. I've got we have copies of Stephanie's CD to give away. We have things.
lots and lots of
Things
things.
to
Yep.
give away.
All the things.
We'll figure out that.
Many of the
So,
things.
of course,
We have
everybody gets
all of them.
Rock on Radio lube that wins.
And a
You know.
Jack Furlong CD.
And a Jack Furlong CD.
Have we been good? Are we making a dent in?
No, we are not.
we keep
You
promising.
guys
and
know Jack? Jack plays at the Sanctuary a lot.
Oh,
Is he a sax player?
He
Yes.
brought a
Yeah.
case of CDs in here because he just wanted to get rid of them.
I graduated with
With Jack?
yes, you.
Ah, yeah.
Oh, wow.
I've known Jack for about 4 years now, I guess.
we were in jazz band together.
There you go.
I think you should be giving some of those away at the Rock on Radio Happy Hour.
I think I got to take a bunch with me when we leave. That's right. We have big news. First, well, okay.
Lots of news.
I do these happy hours once a month. And for the last, I don't know, what, 4 years or so, it's been at the Tiernan Oak in Trenton.
Mm-hmm.
Love that little bar.
Mm-hmm.
Great. I have been drunk in there more times than I can count. I've put 12-hour shifts in there on St. Patrick's Day alone. Parade day, the whole bit. Todd is a fantastic owner. He took over when the original owner, Billy Briggs, who was revered by not just the Irish community, but the entire area because he ran a nice little bar. Todd took over, and we've had happy hours there and everything. And I just thought it had run its course at the Tiernan Oak for various reasons. So I retired for about a week, and I was
About 17 hours.
right? And I spoke with the owner, another fine Irishman. All these brogues are killing me. We had them in here last week with Helen and
That's right.
Fiona.
Fiona.
And
Oh, Helen and Fiona were here last week.
Yes.
Oh,
yes, in that very chair, actually. Well, just Helen.
I love Helen and Fiona.
Fiona was
over
here.
there.
Yeah.
And Mark Swirsky was there.
Yeah.
So, but I was contacted, and the Rock On Radio Happy Hours will now be the first Thursday of every month
Wow.
at the Knot, the Nottingham Tavern in Hamilton Square, located at 9 Mercer Street, at the corner of Nottingham Way in Hamilton Square, New Jersey.
George Washington used to drink there.
True.
Oh yeah.
True story. That was an old stagecoach stop.
Well, that'll be the new thing as opposed to the front being Trenton and the back being Hamilton.
Correct.
It's all Hamilton now.
I know, exactly.
See, Mercer Street is lined with homes that have all been built before the year 1775 or something like that. It's
Wow.
So if you pass out on that curb, God knows who might have passed out.
Yeah, right.
That's right.
200 years ago.
You stumbled out.
as opposed to Bordentown where you chound on Thomas Paine. But yeah, so yes,
Stumble with the best of them.
correct. So that is begin February 7th, and my musical guest will be the Williams Boy,
Nice.
a
You did that
fine
very
artist. Yeah, we did that in
Nice.
unison.
Nice. Munition.
I thought he forgot. That's why. I was trying to help him.
I told you
Danny
they'd
would not
accuse me
forget.
at some point.
Oh, but you know what today is?
Sunday.
It's a year.
Sunday.
You know what anniversary it is? You know what was a year ago? Antigone.
Was it really?
Antigone was a year ago.
Antigone was here a year ago.
Yep. A year
Wow,
ago.
with Bill Knobs.
Yeah.
I still have the poster in the drawer. over there.
That's a good place for it.
Antigone.
Antigone.
As only Danny could say was Antigone.
Antigone?
Yeah.
Mm.
So I popped up and I was like, huh, look
Some
at that.
people might be,
We've been saying it for a year.
anti-arrival. I'm anti-gone.
I didn't get that reminder.
No.
Yeah, me either.
That's special.
Okay. Now, before we get to Stephanie and her crew here, we're going to. You have an announcement to make,
I do.
and you just discovered that.
I did.
I
You
know.
told me I was going to announce it tonight.
You go ahead and do that.
Okay.
I'll let you make it since you're
We-
responsible for it.
Yeah.
You and Art.
Well, we have been working very hard on getting our website up. And it is, so I don't get it wrong, it is listed as Danny Coleman's, with an S, rockonradio.com. That is the website. Now, you can also get to it a lot shorter by typing in dcror.com. And it will take you to your website.
Really?
Cool.
Brand new
Awesome.
website.
That's
Yes.
cool. And I got to finish some
DCRR.
copy for it, right? I
Yes,
gotta give you a bio.
it's in process still. Yes, we're still working on it. But,
Okay.
you know,
Well, listen,
It's
I
active.
can give you my bio in about 30 seconds.
I could too.
I was born. I was born, graduated high school, spent a year in broadcasting school, worked for the Wall Street Journal, worked as UPS guy, hurt my back, started Rock on Radio at the end.
Okay.
Okay.
Should I
There you
have been taking notes?
See how quick that is? Did you put that down?
We'll get the
All
audio
right.
file.
Our guest tonight. I'll have to check that out. I haven't even been there yet.
Oh, no. Well,
Thank you
okay.
very much. Our guest tonight is Stephanie Chin. Once again, 609-241-7103. If you have questions or comments, we will gladly entertain you or entertain those.
Yes.
I don't know if we'll entertain you personally, but we will entertain them.
We'll do our best.
This is where I turn my back to the camera.
Okay.
And they look at my bald spot as I talk to you, and I trip over the headphone wire. Okay, let's hear it. What's your bio?
Oh, my bio.
Yeah. You're from East Windsor.
Yeah, I'm from East Windsor. I actually grew up in Queens.
Ah,
Yeah, and as a teenager moved to New Jersey. But my whole life I wanted to be a teacher. I never really planned on pursuing music because I assumed that I should follow a practical route. But about
don't you hate that?
I know. Teaching's been very good to me. I bet probably some of my students are watching right now. They said that they would call in and ask me what the homework was. I was like, don't do that. But about 5 years ago, I very timidly started attending open mics. And somebody at an open mic picked me up to join a band. And that was Pocketful of Soul. Well, first it was Dockside, and then it was Pocketful of Soul. And then in 2015, I started doing my own stuff and started singing on my own, and then started writing songs and met Kristen, and then we started playing together and started writing more songs together. And then in 2017 must have been when I met you, because then we worked on the album and then released it in February 2018. And we've been promoting it as much as we can, trying to build up momentum in performing and And now here we are. And I'm very happy to make
Okay.
it to radio.
Yeah.
It's the first time.
Well, yes, this is her first ever radio appearance.
Yes.
Yay! Rock on Radio, another world premiere right here. It's actually kind of funny, you know. We're going to be celebrating our 10th anniversary in April.
That's awesome.
And I've had more people come in here and play their material for the first time ever on radio, on this program,
That's great.
you know, yet we just keep flying under the radar.
Mm-hmm.
We
Or
have to get
stealth.
above the radar.
We do. We have to work. on that.
You have to
That's what
stop
their-
being stealth.
Well, that's what their website.
But now look, we have
Yeah.
this is Stephanie.
I see.
It is her first time on radio.
Yeah.
See? And she chose here. Well, probably
She
not.
invited.
But we did. Yeah.
She said yes.
That's our story. We're sticking to it. Right, so you teach locally?
I teach in Old Bridge. I teach 7th
Oh,
grade
okay.
math. Yeah.
Oh, you teach math.
19 years.
7th grade math.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
7th grade math.
Do you remember 7th grade?
Oh
math?
yeah, they tried to force the metric system down our throats.
Oh,
They
it
don't
was.
do
I
that
thought it was on.
anymore.
I thought it was on clay tablets.
It was an abacus.
Or was it? Or was it with chalk and?
It was an abacus.
That's slate. It's chalk and slate.
Dinosaur bones on the thing.
Yes, it was. It didn't matter. I couldn't do it.
Might have helped if it was.
Actually, you know, I had, excuse me, I took Algebra 1 twice. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Because I didn't do so well the first time.
Okay.
Second time I did okay.
Nice.
And I was like, no, I don't want to do this. This is terrible. So I had to take a second math class. And I took, and unfortunately, taking Algebra 1 twice did not count.
Darn. No.
That
So-
is two.
So I can't remember what I did, but by my senior year, I had all my math requirements in high school fulfilled.
Mhm.
And I had an open spot on my schedule. I had 2 open spots actually on my schedule. And one of them I took business math.
Oh, that was smart.
No kidding.
That was real math.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yes,
That's
that's the
applicable.
stuff. That's the stuff you use every day.
Yes,
That's life skills.
That's right.
Taught you how to balance a checkbook and
Yeah.
fill out your tax returns and make change without a picture on a cash register. It
That's
did all
great.
those things.
Yeah.
So I like that.
Yeah.
So your students hopefully are listening.
Yeah, some of them might be listening. Yeah.
Old Bridge. I did a Hurricane Sandy benefit at Old Bridge High School
Did you?
right after, literally like a week or 2
Mhm.
after Sandy
Yeah.
happened
That was quite the ordeal.
in the auditorium. Very cool. All right, so how did you meet Kristen?
So there was a meetup. I was trying to. I had split up from my ex around 2013, so I was trying to like create my life, figure out what it is that I wanted to do, how I wanted to live my life, and I knew music was something I really wanted to get more of into my life. And there was a meetup at Georgie's in Asbury, an open mic where it was also a competition, and whoever would win that competition would get to sing at the very first annual Women's Weekend, right?
Yes, in Asbury Park.
In Asbury Park in September. And we were the only 2 contestants to show
We
up.
were. Stephanie was there, and then I was there. I have another musical duo called Strawberry Moon. So my friend Nicole and I were there, and Stephanie was there, and she had like karaoke tracks that she was singing with. So it was just us, and then we did a song together, like off the cuff, and I'm like, oh my god, hey! Anyway, we both won. We both got to play
Yeah.
at Women's Weekend.
There's
Yes.
only 2 of us.
That
So
was
yes. You both win.
Yeah.
You get a show and you get a show.
You get a time slot.
And so we just clicked, and then we started writing together, jamming together, and then started performing more together. And yeah, it just went from there.
We
Yeah.
did. It was like we have like this soul music connection. And we also bonded over our love of Sarah Bareilles.
That's true.
We're both obsessive Sarah Bareilles fans.
Sarah, are you watching?
Sarah, Sarah, are you watching?
She does watch it.
Yeah,
Does
Sarah
she?
Bareilles. Okay,
All right.
that'd be awesome.
Sarah. We did meet her.
I thought it was a constellation. I don't know what that. It's the
Aurora.
Cerberellus.
No, that's
Aurora
Borealis. Welcome to Antigone. Now you feel our pain.
She's a singer-songwriter. You remember not gonna write you a love song because you
Yes, no, I
that
know.
one. Yeah,
Yeah.
that one. So
Yeah.
she's amazing,
Mhm.
and
Yes.
we love her.
We
equally.
did. We met her at a book signing. We sang to her
Mhm.
Oh.
because we were in line for 2.5 hours, so you get punchy. So we
Mhm.
made up alternate lyrics for one of her songs, and I won't repeat them because there was profanity involved. But she loved it and sang with us.
Yes.
Yay.
Yes.
Because I was watching her do this book signing, and people are just, she takes the book, sign it, thank you, and it's like just a train of people. I'm like, we got to do something to be memorable and like just brighten her night a little bit because she's like, signing, go. Let's sing to her.
And I was like, oh my God, are you kidding me? No way. No
she,
way.
she almost chickened out.
I almost
but
did.
it-
I'm like, all right, fine. So we did. It was a little excerpt, and she loved it.
yeah,
Yeah.
that was awesome.
So we'll be on tour with her when? Next year?
One day.
One day.
One day.
Don't laugh. That's how it usually
Yeah.
happens.
I would love to sing with her. That's definitely a dream of mine.
Yes.
So now there was a movie that came out back in the 50s. Like, when did The Quiet Man come out?
Yeah, that's
50s,
probably,
right?
yeah.
Right.
Yeah, 50s, 55.
Well, we have our
Look it
own
up.
version of The Quiet
Oh, we
Man.
do.
It's called Borrow.
Borrow the quiet man.
Borrow the Quiet Man. So what's happening, Borrow? And how did you get involved with these two fine young ladies?
I met Stephanie at what's the name of the
Logan
venue? Logan Inn.
Ah, the
A few years
Logan Inn.
ago. I found some of her stuff online, thought she sounded great, so I went to one of her shows, introduced myself, and told her I was a producer, and she happened to be looking for someone to, write and record music with. So we started talking, and that's how it all started.
Now, do you have your own home studio, or
Yeah.
do you work for an? Okay, so you have a home studio. Where's that located?
In Plainsboro right now.
Oh,
Yeah,
hmm.
very convenient. I was like,
right
this
down
is
the
a
road.
sign from God. It's a producer 10 minutes from my house.
Whereabouts in Plainsboro?
Ravenscrest.
Okay,
Yeah.
I know where that is.
Oh, yeah.
I used to work at, as I said, I worked at Dow Jones,
Oh yeah.
Wall Street Journal.
Hmm.
And when I worked up there, again, when dinosaurs roamed the earth, before invented, the only two things on Shawks Crossing Road were the Plainsboro package store, thank God, and the bank.
Mhm.
That's it. That whole shopping center behind there
Yeah.
didn't exist. That whole town center on the left didn't exist.
They're
And
really
then-
building up that
Yeah, they
that
are.
neighborhood
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
And then down Plainsboro Road was where all
Hmm.
the town hub communities were.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah.
now it's like a metropolis.
Yeah. I've watched it evolve over the last 10, 12 years. It's kind of crazy.
I know. What made you get into production? As opposed to, I mean, is bass your natural instrument, or is that just something that you play because
I
of that
play a bunch of
strength?
instruments.
Okay.
I started playing classical piano at the age of 5, and then I played all the way through high school. I ended up playing in bands, and then in college I went to school for studio production. I went to do something practical, and I switched my major like a week after I started. I was like, screw this! I'm going to do something I actually want to do.
What did you start with?
It's like business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But did you take business math?
I should have. I don't think
Yeah.
they offered it.
There you go. See, I told you all at home. I told everyone. I told you.
That's useful. I don't think they even have like a business math in high school.
Yeah, I don't think they have anymore.
No, they eliminated it because it was worthwhile.
Mhm.
That's how the curriculum works. Too many people are actually
Yeah.
benefiting from this.
Working them out of a job.
Yeah, that's right.
Then they come up with new math.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, what's with this new man?
Oh,
Oh, and the
I'm
diagonals.
just the
and-
messenger. I'm
yeah.
just the messenger.
Did you have a hard time learning it?
Well, it's yeah.
That's my question. Like,
Yeah.
what the poor teachers have to then teach this?
So it's meant to be more rigorous to help our students compete or be on a more competitive level with students in other nations that perform better in math. It's a heavier focus on problem solving and word problems and multi-step, which is a lot, I think. But my kids, actually this year, my kids are doing really well with it. So
Is that how other countries learn?
That's what I was
their
going to
math?
ask. That's a good question.
more problem based, I guess.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think
So
so.
my question is this though. Why do they have to change the terminology? Like if I said to you when I was a kid going to school, again, when the dinosaurs were,
Mhm.
if circle the correct answer. Now it's ring the correct answer. What is there, a bell?
I still have circle the correct answer on mine.
Oh, good.
Or fill in
Or
the
select. Yes.
fill in the dot.
Yeah, true or false. Then you had those kids that would make a T this way, and then they make their F the same way. So we'll make a T and an F.
Yeah, trying to be tricky.
Yeah.
No more of that.
Teacher.
Yeah.
Everything is all like open ended now. There's none of
Kind of-
very little true false.
See there,
Yeah.
kind of like the musician who says, "Oh yeah, I know that song," and gets up there
Mumbles the word.
and sings it 3 keys below where your guitar player is trying to. So you guys met at an open mic,
Mhm.
and
We did.
you brought Borrow in on the project.
Mm-hmm.
Is this your first disc?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Ah, so it's your debut. All right. So Stephanie Chin, Hold On to Hope, her debut disc.
Wow,
Okay,
you
thank
said it
very
right.
much. I did.
But you said it wrong first.
Let's see. Yes, just to see if you were paying attention.
Yeah, I was trying to figure it out what the heck you were saying. And now that you say debut, now I have no idea what my brain did not compute your debut.
Wow. All right. So all these people on this disc, I'm gathering.
Mhm.
Right? They're not
Yeah.
like studio musicians.
She
Yeah,
closed her
okay.
eyes.
All right. Now
Okay.
we'll play some word association. I'll
Okay.
give you one.
I
I'll give
know.
you.
I gotta look
I'll
at
say
this.
something.
I gotta see what he's actually reading.
Yeah.
I gotta help you out.
Should I be a little nervous? I've been
Probably.
quizzed on my cover art
You
before.
should be very afraid.
I will. I'll say something.
Uh-huh.
You give me the first thing that pops in your head. Ready?
Okay. Yeah.
Stephanie Chin,
Singer.
Kristen Blum,
Guitar.
Joe Casalino,
Drums and percussion. Love Joe.
Ajibola Jeremy,
Ajibola.
Rivers.
Yeah. He played cello on the album.
Ah,
He's a composer, actually.
George Milley.
Is that your friend?
Yeah.
Yeah. Borrow's friend.
That would be next. Borrow Avad. How do you say your last name? Avad. See?
Producer extraordinaire.
Producer.
you needed help.
Pete Mayer and cover art by Victoria Galoo.
Yep, that's who's now Victoria Chin.
Who's taking long-term photos here.
Yes.
All right, so you assembled this crew
Mm-hmm.
to perform this disc for you.
Mhm.
How did you go about writing it? Is there a concept to it? Is there a theme to it? Is this kind of a mishmash of?
It's kind of a mishmash because it
Okay.
was my first one. So Caged was something that I had lyrics for, and she came up with music for. So I had lyrics for that for a while, and that's the only rock song on the album. And Better Words was something she had music for and a few words for, and then I added the rest of the words.
Yeah, I brought it to her. I said, "Hey, I had this. I had the music, but I only had the first couple lines, and I brought it to her." And then it just
And that's like a
Fell into
singer
place.
songwriter type of
it's a ballad.
ballad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's about an acoustic ballad.
And
Okay.
then Life is Good was a song that stretched me because I just had one day I was just singing random stuff around the house. I was cleaning the house. I was feeling really happy, and I just started singing "Life Is Good," and I was like, "Oh, this sounds cool," and I just hit record on my voice memo, and then I didn't do anything with it. And when I met Borrow, he said, "Send me anything you have, even if you think it's insignificant." I was like, "Okay." So I sent him that amongst other things, and he's like, "I think we can do something with this," and I was like, "Okay." And he came up with this whole instrumental track and an arrangement. And he's like, "Okay, now put words to it." I was like, "Oh, I've never done that before. I've never had music because Better Words happened after Life is Good, I think."
Yes.
Yeah.
It did. Yep.
And so it was a stretch, but I was really happy with how it came out because it's kind of a spiritual message for myself. Like no matter what's going on in the world, that there's always good that you can focus on, and still be happy about and focus on the love. And that's more of a bluesy song, would you say, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, soulful
Yeah.
kind of soul music. And then Nothing Like I wanted it to be an R&B song, and I had the melody and the lyrics for that one. So again, all over the place. So you got R&B, you have rock, you've got blues. Essence was a song that I already had lyrics and a melody too, and she helped me figure out the chords for.
Yeah, I helped her with making a new arrangement with it, and we stripped it down.
Yeah. And that's also a ballad. And what didn't I mention? Walk On, we
Walk
wrote
On.
together
Yep.
from start to finish. That was the only one we did together, start to finish.
Yes.
And that's more of almost a pop song.
Yeah,
I'd
it's
say.
a pop, inspirational kind of song.
Yeah.
One of Stephanie's students reached out to her and asked if she could write an inspirational song for a brain tumor walkathon that they were involved with. So Walk On is what we came up with for that.
Well, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's very good.
that was Dennis Barbarese, if you're watching. And what else? What didn't I mention yet? Then there's House of the Rising Sun was just a fun cover because I just love singing that song. And Borrow made an awesome arrangement of that.
Well, I mean, you said earlier that you were in Pocket Full of
Pocket Full of Soul.
Soul,
Yeah.
right? So R&B and
Soul
that
and
sort of
R&B.
thing, blues, was that what
Yeah.
you were?
That's my home. That's where I
Okay.
feel most like connected to music. Although I love all kinds of music, but that's my home base. So my
Okay.
next album, of which I will definitely be hiring you if you're still available.
I can pencil you in.
My next album is going to be all R&B soul, like so more focused. This is kind of
Nice.
everywhere, but I still love it. I love that it has all these influences of different people in my life. So
Okay.
it's kinda
Well,
awesome.
now the disc is called "Hold On to Hope."
Mhm.
Now, is that as it sounds, or I work with a woman named Hope. Hold on, Hope.
not that Hope.
Okay.
I haven't met her.
Hold on, where you going? What's with the title?
So I wanted, actually, I got this idea from Sarah Bareilles where she doesn't name her album after one of the songs for whatever reason, but she often takes a line of a song and makes that the title. And so I also didn't want to make any one song more important than another by titling the album that. But Hold On to Hope is a line in the song Walk On, and it kind of embodies the message of pretty much all the songs on there. So, more of a vision of hope and uplifting and a positive focus. So that was my reasoning behind it.
Very good. If you're just tuning in, this is Rock On Radio. I am Danny Coleman. This is Stephanie Chin. That is Kristen Blum. And that is Borrow Avad. Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah.
Hey.
We can be taught.
I am well trained. Why don't we do some music?
Okay.
Sounds
Do you want to
good.
do something live, or do you want to go from the MP3s you sent? You tell me.
Let's do live. You want to do Life is
Alright.
Good?
Sure.
Just to let you know, your sister Kimberly's listening.
Hey Kim, I
Oh,
love
YouTube.
you.
Can she prove it?
She said Steph is awesome, and her sister is listening. So
That could be
I
a-
can only assume
Hi.
She could be a plant.
she
She
could
doesn't
also
even,
be
she
a
doesn't even
vegetable.
have a sister.
Who is this sister you speak
Yeah.
of?
Yeah.
My little sister who's not so little.
Now, is she
Just
in this area as well?
She
Your
is
sister?
currently, she's unfortunately injured, which is why she's in this area, but she's recovering rapidly. She's a model who had a little accident working out. This is why I don't work out.
Yeah, me too.
Perfect reason.
Exercise is bad.
That's right.
Let me have some more of this.
How's that working out for you?
There's some
What is
peanut
that?
butter cups.
Coconut almonds over there, chocolate covered.
Yep. All right. There you go. Yep. There you go. Help her
That's
out.
right. This is Rock On Radio.
That's my job.
So wait, your sister's a model?
Yeah. She's done some work for Cadillac. She's done some work for 7-Up. A lot of different companies. Yeah.
And she was maimed in a horrible modeling accident?
Working out accident.
Oh.
Working out.
Well, that's right.
She pushed herself a little too far.
I'm a model.
Are you?
Hmm.
Oh no. Oh no.
I mean, that is your face on the Rock On Radio.
No.
Well, that's true. Yes.
He only models his hands and feet though.
I have done some foot modeling.
Have you?
I have.
Oh.
And
They paid you.
yes, they paid me.
So you're a professional model.
And my daughter, correct. My daughter's happy because when I have a foot modeling job, she gets a pedicure.
Nice.
I actually had to
How
get
does that happen?
I actually had to get a pedicure.
Oh, you did.
I did.
Oh, so you had
I
to
am
bring
not
her.
going alone. You're coming with me. Good place to meet women, though.
Is it? Nice and relaxed with them.
That's true. They're in a happy
True.
place.
But they may not. It may not be very attractive. You in there getting it.
I have done. Yeah, true. I'm gonna go where they have them little fish that they eat it off your feet.
Oh, interesting.
My friend's
seen
daughter
that.
did that. She said it was very weird.
Piranha?
It was cool. Yes,
Ooh.
piranhas.
Leave a few toes behind.
Yeah,
But, you know,
call
what
me
the heck?
Stump.
So you didn't foot model after that anymore.
No.
No, I
No,
That horrible working out.
that killed your
accident.
career.
I've done some foot modeling. I did an industrial video where a makeup artist put fake wounds all over my body.
Oh.
See?
To cover up all the regular ones.
And then my favorite one was though, and this is a true story. I promise we're gonna get the music in a second. I was picked up in the morning by a car, taken to what looked like something you'd see in a Lethal Weapon movie
A warehouse.
warehouse
Okay.
in Brooklyn.
Ooh.
And I walk up these steps of this industrial place and into this room, and it was like, "Ah!" The room is pristine.
Ooh.
It's painted white. There's literally probably $100,000 or more worth of camera equipment
Oh wow.
in there. And I was the model
Uh-huh.
for some medical journal that at first was running in Europe and Asia. So I don't know if I'm assuming I made it. I've never
Okay.
seen it.
Right.
So I'm
Well, you
either,
were a very
I'm either
unusual
medical or
specimen in Asia. Who's his blind guy?
yeah, right.
They're picking them feet out of a white man right away.
Yeah, that's right. I could tell.
He's a celebrity somewhere in Asia. Ooh, that's you.
Correct. So when I get there, they feed me breakfast,
Mhm.
and then they tell me just sit down and relax. And for the first 20 minutes, they had a big discussion on how much of my butt crack they wanted to have showing in the photo.
Wow.
And I'm like, whoa, I'm doing porn.
Oh my.
I got excited. No. Apparently,
What were you modeling?
apparently they put a sacral wound on me, and they were talking about the bandages that they were going to use to cover this lower back wound.
Ah.
So I laid there for 2 hours while they applied the makeup to my back. I fell asleep. I fell asleep. The girl,
Wow.
the producer's waking me up. She's like, "You gotta wake up now." What's lunch?
Why?
And
They
then-
needed you awake to take a picture of your butt.
Well, they had me laying in a hospital bed.
Right.
Hmm.
So why didn't they just let you sleep? I mean,
Well, I see.
really, what? Move the camera.
They kept positioning me and moving me this way, and it was a mess. So they did that, and then they took a picture of me, and this is the one that nobody will believe. Took a picture of me exercising.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Did you have an injury? Working out.
Apparently a fake injury. And then they had one of me at the kitchen sink with a walker. I had to use a
See, you did
walker.
have a workout accident. You're
some woman
like poor
pretending-
Kimberly.
some woman pretending to be my wife.
Oh,
So it's one of those cheesy things where you're looking at she's looking up at me with a big smile. Like,
Uh-huh.
"Oh, you're all better, honey." Not like I can't wait to get away from this guy. And yes, that's my modeling career in a nutshell.
Nice.
Thank you very much.
Very nice.
And I walked out of there. They handed me a check, and I was like, "Seriously?
Okay.
Can I come back tomorrow?"
Easiest money you ever made.
And that was it. And I don't even know if it ever made it anywhere. So if your sister needs any tips
Okay.
or a Cadillac, tell her to look me up.
All right.
All right, we're gonna do some music. This is Rocco Radio. This is Stephanie Chin. What are you gonna do for us? Is this off of this disc?
Yeah,
Or are
yeah.
we going
We're
back
gonna
some?
do the first song, "Life Is Good," on the CD.
Off of Hold On to Hope. Stephanie Chin here at Rocco Radio.
3, 4.
When you got love in your life, oh darling, love your child, your friend, your wife, oh mother. Nothing can beat you down to the ground when you let it flow. Powerful. So just let it come far through you. Watch our troubles fade away from you. You'll see, yeah, life is good. Chew up, life is good. Chew up, life is good. Chew up, life is good. Chew up. Count your blessings every day, and those blinders fall away. Life is good. Chew up, life is good. When all you see are gray skies above you, faces of people may grow long around you. Think of the sun. Think of the sun. Of those clouds undisturbed. My dear, let that sunlight come far through you. Watch your troubles fade away from you. You'll see, yeah, life is good. Chew up, life is good. Chew up, life is good. Chew up, life is good. Chew up. Count your blessings every day, let those blinders fall away. Life is good. Chew up, life is good. Don't underestimate your power. You make an impact each hour. Get high on life, and everyone around you will rise up too. Good, 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 good. Life is good. Chew up. 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 Count your blessings every day, then those blinders fall away. Life is good. Life is good. Life is good. Life is good. Yeah. Life is good. Life is good. Count your blessings. Count your blessings. And not let you. Life is good.
Stephanie Chen here on Rock on Radio with Kristen Blum and Baro Abad. Nice.
Thank you.
Nice.
Thank you very much.
See, I can hear the bluesy influence in that.
Yeah.
Definitely. That's my favorite genre, actually.
Yeah?
As a musician
Oh.
to play, that's my favorite genre.
Awesome.
Is the blues.
You're always singing the blues.
I have a friend. I'm crying usually. I have a friend that's a jazz pianist,
Oh wow.
or as he likes to call himself, a jazz piano player.
Mm-hmm.
And he's in his 70s, but he still tours up and down the East Coast.
Oh,
He's been on more studio albums than I can count.
That's awesome.
His name's Rio Clemente.
Oh, okay. I know that name.
You know Rio?
Yeah.
Rio said to me one time, he says, Danny, you know why I like to play jazz? I said, why? He said, because it'll take me as far as my mind will let it. Because it's so improvisational and so, and when you just, you're on a roll, you're on a run, you can just, and that's why I like blues, especially when the guitar players take off, and then it's just, at that point, it's all feel,
Yeah.
and as a drummer, you got to feel where that bass player is going to go off that guitar player and get the builds and the beauty of the blues is I've been part of a blues band that and this is the truth, where we were doing a bar gig, Pete's Steakhouse in Hamilton. Actually, we're doing a bar gig, and we're doing Stormy Monday. And you get to the middle section, and there's a lot of guitar rides, and it builds and builds and builds and builds, and then all of a sudden the guitar player kind of looked at me and the bass player, and we knew what was coming, and we went from way up here down to nothing with a hi-hat joke, and you audibly could hear the crowd go, nice. And that is like the greatest feeling as a musician ever.
Yeah.
And then they're in the middle of the song, and that's why I like that.
Yeah.
And I always felt that as a vocalist, and I've worked with some of the best blues vocalists around, Joe Weimer being one of them. Right. You can do that same thing because you can go like you just did in that song. You went as high and as lower than and it's just a great feeling. What frees you the most about music?
I love that I feel so present when I'm singing, and I feel that there's a very powerful feeling of freedom in that when it's just about now. It's just about the moment. You're not thinking about anything. It's almost like meditation where you clear your mind and there's only, you just now. With music, performing it, listening to it even sometimes, you're just all very much in the now. And so I feel like there's a lot of freedom in that.
I agree. You get, people have said to me, you just look so much in your element or so zoned out when you're playing, and it's just a whole different feeling that overcomes you as a musician when you're performing. Not so much when you're sitting around in your pajamas on your bed, but when you're on stage, it's a whole different you.
Yes. And then also being on stage, that part where you get to connect with an audience, like that sense of connection, and with the musicians that you're working with, that sense of connection, I feel like is really powerful. And there's a sense of love there, between you and the people on stage with you, and then you and the people in the audience, especially when they are singing along with you, or you can just tell that they're really into the song and they're swaying back and forth. You're in that moment together, Right. So, and it's an equalizer in a sense too, because we all share our love of music. Doesn't matter what background you come from or what things you've been through in your life. It's an equalizer as well.
Yes.
I'm getting all philosophical.
Yeah, I know. That's quite an answer. Well done. See, that's why she writes the lyrics and I do the music. Because I have it all in here, but I can't spit it out. It comes out here instead of here.
You communicate very well with the guitar.
I do.
I actually, music is one of the things. Diana Ross has a daughter named Rhonda. She's got a couple of them, but her one daughter's name's Rhonda. Several years back, I interviewed Rhonda for a written piece I was doing, and we got to talking and never stopped, And she said to me, I was telling her about this show, and she was like, "Oh, I'd love to call." And as luck would have it, my guests, this was when I was on another station, my guests canceled on me like an hour before the program because of the snow.
Oh.
So I had 2 hours to fill by myself with a co-host. And Rhonda happened to call the program that night. It was like and I let her talk for about a half hour.
Nice.
40 minutes. And one of the things we discussed on air was how if you see two little kids in a sandbox, let's say, or on the playground, the one picks up a truck and bashes the other one in the head. They cry. 2 minutes later, they're back playing together like nothing ever happened.
Yeah.
Music, I think, has that same effect. No matter what your differences are or your opinions or your values, we all tend to like, or we all have a common thread of music or musicality in some way, and I think back during like the civil rights movement, black kids didn't stop listening to Elvis Presley, and white kids didn't stop listening to, Sam Cooke. It was music tends to transcend all that sort of thing. So yeah, if you can connect, I mean, look at bands, especially today with the millennial generation. You look at bands, and it's no more 4 mop tops like the Beatles or 5 hippies or somebody sent me a poster, said, put 5 guys together and drinking alcohol and there'll be a fight. Put 5 guys together smoking pot and they'll form a band. But yeah, and so it's kind of like a music, but the common thread again is music, and we all have music in our lives. There's no way anybody on this planet has not been exposed to some sort of music.
It's true.
At some point, anyway. Do you know anybody?
No.
Good. See,
I thought you knew one.
I was going to say like someone who can't hear, but they're exposed through vibration.
Yeah,
so
vibrations.
Yeah.
So I just stopped. But thank you for pushing that.
I think it's easy. So yeah, and there's various types of music.
Yeah, I've been fortunate to I'm doing all this with Tristan and Barrow and Pocket Full of Soul. I was doing all those like soul and R&B covers, and I've been very fortunate this year that New Jersey's Most Wanted, which is a rock band, has picked me up to be part of their group this year. So I'm doing
nice.
rock music, and there's
Well, what did you listen to growing up?
Madonna.
And what do you listen to now?
Growing up as Madonna, I can still see myself lip syncing or actually singing True Blue in the mirror as if I was in the music video.
Oh, didn't we all do that?
Yeah. Madonna, Whitney Houston, a lot of Disney soundtracks. So somebody told me I have a voice for Broadway. I was like, oh, I never thought about that before. What else did I listen to growing up? Mariah Carey, Boys to Men. We have the same. Me and my wife is here. We have the same music taste growing up. What else? What am I missing? Oh, I actually didn't listen to Ella too much growing up, but you know what? I did listen to a lot of Natalie Cole because my mom loved Natalie Cole, and so I developed a passion for standards, like all those kinds of songs, Nat King Cole and all that.
Now, see, I didn't think Broadway when I heard your voice, but I thought that.
Yeah, I love
Standards.
singing some Ella. Yep, that.
I could see you crawling around on a piano in a red gown.
Yeah.
Singing some kind of standard.
She does them well.
Thanks. Yeah, those are fun.
Nice. Very good. How about you, Kristen?
What about me? Who
You
did I listen
didn't think
to?
you'd get away with that. Not
No.
answering?
No.
Well, what would you like to know? Who did I listen to growing up?
Okay, let's go with that. Okay. Get me out of trouble.
Well, my dad, he's a musician. He's a bass player. He doesn't play now, but he was in a wedding band when I was growing up. But he loved the Beach Boys, Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons, Motown. I listened to a lot of Motown. Billy Joel.
What wedding band was he in this area?
No, well, I was in West Orange.
Okay.
They were called Limited Edition. Yeah, and they played at the Friar Tuck Inn.
And they wore members only jackets?
He wore a bow tie
Okay.
with a ruffly shirt.
The Friar Tuck
At the Friar
Inn.
Tuck. You know the Friar Tuck?
Wow. I remember that place.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yikes.
You remember Friar Tuck?
I'm old. I went to school with Friar Tuck.
I was going to say, it's just sinking in now.
So I got my hairstyle.
So I got my musicality from him.
Okay.
So, but yeah, ever since I got a little Casio keyboard when I was in 3rd grade.
Nice.
And I started teaching myself how to play on that. And then, like the little demo that they have on there, I learned that. And I was so
Nice.
excited that I could play it along with it.
So what made
I
you
know.
start playing guitar?
It's a hell of a lot easier to carry around than a piano. No,
Sure.
when I was like 14, I was taking piano. I'm an ear player, and I took like quote unquote piano lessons just to kind of learn but I memorized it, so I wasn't even reading what I was looking. And then there was a guitar in where I would take lessons and worked in the store. It was called Arpeggios in Clinton.
Ah,
And then I just started teaching myself how to play the guitar there. And if I had a question, I would ask the guitar teacher there. But I just like connected to the guitar.
oh, nice.
Yeah.
Very good.
And
Excellent.
anyway, yes. And here it
Fantastic.
is.
There you go.
28 years later.
Mm. So now, Borrow.
Yes, sir.
Besides piano and bass,
Mhm.
what other instruments do you play?
Guitar, drums, and that's pretty much it.
Okay.
But on a computer, I can do anything.
Yeah, he does a lot on the computer.
Yeah.
It's
Don't
kind
talk
of-
to me about that.
Yeah. He works magic.
I can imagine so. They have the programs that they have today sound so
Uh-huh.
much like the real thing. It's,
Mhm.
you know, I did a recording session one time where I did those top-notch Yamaha electric drums.
Mhm.
I forget what the model is, but use them. It sounds just like a real drum kit.
Mhm.
The only thing I never cared for is the cymbals. You can't get the right
No, it's
sounds
not
out
the
of
same.
things ever.
Mm.
Did you ever play? Did you ever play tabla?
No, I have never
No?
learned. No.
There's a pain management doctor who's a friend of this program,
Mhm.
and Art and I went up to his house, and the man has a swimming pool in his living room, 16 by 32 swimming pool.
He's selling the house. He's selling the house.
Is he?
Oh wow.
Holy cow.
No.
I've never heard of that.
Where's he moving to?
Cool.
The city.
Oh, well, that makes.
All right.
Yeah.
His wife won the Nobel Prize
Did she?
for something new in cancer. Her team.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, he's a high-profile pain management doctor.
Wow. Wow.
Has an office in Gramercy Park, and
I was there last Tuesday with Kevin.
oh, were you?
Nice.
And he does some recovery work,
Mhm.
which is why Art was there with Kevin, because they're trying to get me into recovery. No, wait. That's something else.
Intervention.
One of these days.
You weren't supposed to tell him, Art.
But anyway,
It's not an intervention. We're gonna.
No.
his name is Dr. Sawney,
Okay.
and Dr. Sawney had this party, and we were all invited, and he imported from India a sitarist and a tabla guy.
Mhm.
These guys were phenomenal, and right, Art, that
They were touring. They were doing a college tour. Or
Yeah.
something.
Nice. I know what a sitar is. What's this other instrument?
It was the
tabla
drums.
drum.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They were awesome.
And I mean, being a drummer, I don't know. I don't know if I could master that.
Hmm.
It was just incredible.
They're really tough. I think
Yeah.
like you have to spend like a few years learning the mouth sound because they make like it's like almost
Yeah.
like a talking drum, right?
Yep.
Oh.
So they have to learn like the technique before they even touch a drum.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's really cool.
Nice.
Really cool. So what did you listen to growing up?
Geez, when I was a kid, Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
That was my stuff. I had the
Okay.
jacket with all the zippers and everything.
Nice.
He
Nice.
Did you
That
have a
wasn't
glove?
members only.
Then in middle school, I started listening to like grunge and pop rock, a lot of that stuff. College, I started listening to more hip hop and R&B and Motown stuff like that.
Okay.
Now I just listen to everything. A
How
lot of pop music,
about your parents when you were growing up? What did they listen to?
Bollywood music.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, like so,
Yeah.
which is
Like,
kind of like
yeah.
the tabla and
Yeah, it's
And-
more like Indian pop music.
pop music, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
Cool.
See, so now you have a mishmash,
Yeah.
which explains the album.
Yes.
As being a mishmash.
Yes.
Do you remember the first song you ever wrote?
The first song I ever wrote was probably I have it still written on paper in my house. I was probably about 6th grade or so, and it was something about like wishing that this was a peaceful place, like a peaceful world.
Okay.
And I wish I brought it with me. If I had the lyrics in front of me, I could sing it for you, even though I haven't sung it in forever. But yeah, I wrote songs in elementary school, and then I didn't really write anything again until probably high school, and then I didn't really write anything again until the past few years. Yeah.
Okay. See, And now you're going to write all the time, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. If you're just tuning in, this is Rock on Radio. I am Danny Coleman. That's Stephanie Chin, Kristen Blum, Baro Avad, Engineer Art, Claire, and our studio audience. So, right back. You're right back there, Victoria? Okay.
Taking lots of pictures.
I know, she's shuddering away. over
Yeah.
there. 609-241-7103. If you want to give us a call, why don't we do some more music?
Okay.
Okay, you guys decide amongst yourselves what you want to do. I'm going to give a shout out. Teresa's listening out in Cuba, Missouri. Kevin John Allen is tuned in tonight. Hello, Kevin.
Hi, Kevin.
He's always he's out. He's in the Highlands, I believe, somewhere near the Atlantic, Atlantic Highlands.
Cool.
You can see the Statue of Liberty from his house. He's up there somewhere.
You can
That's the
see
highest-
Russia from my house.
That's
That's
right.
the highest point on the whole eastern seaboard. You know that?
What's that? Statue of Liberty?
Highlands.
Is it really?
Mm-hmm.
That's why it's fun.
Yep, that's why it's called the Highlands. But it is the highest point on the whole entire eastern seaboard.
Ha. So much for your theory.
Which was?
Wait, what?
Just be, I know.
That the highest point was on top of my head.
Oh, that's just the point on top of your head.
Correct. Yes. My monk's cap. So, all right. So, what are you going to do for us?
So we're gonna do "Walk On," which is the first song Kristen and I wrote from start to finish, and it's a song about moving on, keep moving forward no matter what's going on. That you'll make it through. So it's an inspirational song.
Okay. Nice.
Yes. All right, ready?
Mhm.
1, 2, 3, 4. It's hard sometimes. Life comes at you unexpectedly. The world falls down all around you. And you cry sometimes. You think there's no reprieve. Breathe in, breathe out. Let go of your doubt. Rise up, don't give in. Walk past the fear, walk past the pain. Embrace the warrior within. Hold on to hope, hold on to love. Hold on to faith and strength from above. Let your will be strong. And walk on. When you feel closed in by heavy shadows suffocating you, even in the darkness, you can find your light and shine your way through. Breathe in, breathe out. Let go of your doubt. Rise up, give in. Walk past the fear, walk past the pain. Embrace the warrior within. Hold on to hope, hold on to love. Hold on to faith and strength from above. Let your will be strong. And walk on. When you feel you're walking barefoot through the fire, don't look down, set your sights on something higher. Your spiritual belief will carry you. Let love pave the way. You got it in you. To walk past the fear, walk past the pain. Embrace the warrior within. Hold on to hope, hold on to love. Hold on to faith and strength from above. Let your will be strong. Let your walk on, walk on, walk on.
Nice. Cold ending. I love it. Do we have a phone call there, Art? You
No.
said
No,
you
no.
hung up on him? Beautiful.
Aw.
Call back.
Art said, not at this time.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes, please give us a call back. 609-241-7103. Art is actually patiently waiting. You can see him if you're watching on YouTube. He's sitting right there. We can. All right. Call him back. Let's do it. Call him back.
Let's have some fun.
All right, we're going to call him back.
Okay.
What, this isn't fun already?
Well, more and more fun.
Okay, well, I'm more fun. Who is this? Hello. Did you just call Rock on Radio?
I did.
Okay, who are you?
We could play This Is Your Life. I
Oh.
know Stephanie. 24 years ago, sang with her in the choir in high
Oh my God, it's Melanie.
school.
She
I
guessed,
know that voice.
she guessed properly. Is Melanie correctly?
Yes, that is. It's Melanie.
Oh my God, how are you?
When's the last time
I'm
you
so
spoke to
proud
Melanie?
of you. I'm so excited I finally get to hear you.
Oh, thank you. I'm so glad you're calling in. I haven't seen or spoken to Melanie since high school, so I graduated in '96. So yeah, that was quite some time.
Wow.
Yeah.
A
Chorus
long time
buddies,
ago,
alto
more
buddies.
than I like to admit.
Nice.
Wow.
All right, where are you from, Melanie?
I grew up in high school. We went to Old Bridge High School together. Currently in Dumont, so settled up here in Bergen County because I work at the hospital in Hackensack.
Oh, nice.
Okay,
Yeah,
so you're still in Jersey.
still in Jersey. You can't take it the Jersey girl out of Jersey.
So do we have a favorite Stephanie story you can share that won't embarrass her too bad?
Oh, this should be
Well, she was always my alto buddy that always made me sound good, and that was the only time I ever sounded good. Sometimes she sang with me. I remember her saying to Mr. Deal, our choir director, she's like, well, when is Melanie going to get her solo? And I never got one because it wasn't good. But she had one.
Well, have you been listening all night? Have you heard Stephanie's the couple of songs?
I
that she's been
have.
doing?
She sounds amazing. They sound amazing. So just so excited for her and all her she's accomplished, and she's really worked hard to get there.
So I'm guessing that you won't have a problem if I send you a copy of her new CD.
Oh, I really hope you would.
Oh,
I'm really
nice.
looking forward to that.
Okay, well you have to.
Only if they sign it.
Okay. Sounds good.
We can make that happen.
Okay.
I'm not sure. She said she wants Stephanie to sign it, right?
Yeah.
I was gonna let Art sign it. Engineer Art. Okay, here's what you need to do in order to obtain this. Show you accept your mission. You need to go to Danny Coleman's Rock on Radio 2 on Facebook.
Okay.
Can you do that?
Very good.
Okay, when you go there, send me a private message with your address, your name and your address, and I will ship this stuff out to you within the next week or so.
That's amazing. Thank you so much.
Okay, you'll get a copy of her CD. You'll get some Rock on Radio merch. You'll get the infamous Rock on Radio, which is dial hand lotion, and you will get
A Jack Furlong.
That's actually one CD.
a Jack Furlong CD on top of it.
Never get rid of them yet.
Do you like jazz, Melanie?
I like everything.
Okay, good, because you're gonna like this, whether you want to.
Okay,
Or not.
excellent.
You have anything you want to say to Melanie?
Melanie, it's so good to hear your voice and to hear how your support. Like I'm fighting back tears because I'm on the TV and everything. But thank you so much for everything, and I love just hearing you say the phrase "alto buddy." Just, I haven't heard that in so long. It felt so good. Yeah, we had some good times. I miss those days.
Absolutely.
There you go.
Yep. And I can't wait to see you actually in person. It's just life and children and
Oh yeah.
all that stuff gets in the way sometimes. So
Is Kinnelon anywhere near you?
Is what?
Kinnelon, the town Kinnelon. Is that anywhere near you?
No, not really.
Okay.
Not really.
That's where I am with my
Next time,
band. I know that's up north.
the one time you were in Old Bridge, I had to work, of course, but.
Okay. We'll connect at some point, I'm sure.
There you go.
Absolutely. All right.
All right, Melanie, thank you
Thank you
very
so much.
much for listening and for calling in, and send me your address and I'll get that stuff right out to you. And Melanie,
Will do.
I have one
Yeah.
more thing to say to you.
Sure.
Rock on!
Okay.
There you go.
Sounds great. Thanks so much, everybody.
Thank you.
All right.
Thanks for calling, Melanie.
I got a brand new pair
Aw.
of roller skates.
Like
She got
it.
a brand new key. Oh, wrong Melanie.
Yeah, totally.
I have
Yeah.
interviewed her before.
Yeah, she was local. She was local not that long ago.
Yeah, she was at the man cave.
Yep.
Website, social media, let's get that out there.
Okay, so
We've just been so lost in riveting conversation. That we forgot to get that.
the website is stephaniecmusic.com. And I have to tell the story because it's funny. I didn't choose stephaniechinmusic.com. First of all, Stephanie Chin was taken by some
Another
graphic designer or
Stephanie.
something. I messaged her. I was like, "Are you really using this website, or can I have it?" She never answered me back. So I tried Stephanie Chin
The
Music.
nerve of her.
Stephanie Chin Music. I found out Chin Music is a boxing term, so
Yeah.
I didn't want to use that. Plus, people always get chin.
It's also a baseball term.
It's a base. See,
When
I told you it was a baseball
When
term.
a pitcher comes high and
Yes.
tight.
Yes.
Gave my little chin music.
Yes. So, so I didn't want to go with that. And besides, people also mix up chin and chen and chan. So I was like, you know what? Let's just stick with Stephanie C. So that's the website.
So what is it again, Stephanie?
StephanieCmusic.com.
C, like C.
C.
Not
The
SE,
letter
not
C.
Just the
SEA.
letter C.
SEE.
C for chin. And on Facebook, it's facebook.com/soulfulsongbird. And on Instagram, it's Stephanie C _music. And on Twitter, which I don't ever go on there, but everywhere else posts to Twitter. So if you happen to be a Twitter person, it's Stephanie Sue Chin. So SU is my middle name, Stephanie Sue.
Yes, I discovered that
Yeah,
on Twitter.
yeah.
Now
On
is
the
everything
Twitter.
connected to your website? So it's all
Yeah, it's all
posted
there. Yeah. So if you
So-
just go to my website, then you can find my YouTube and
Gotcha.
all that
And
good
we
stuff.
posted that in the event.
Thank you.
When we go to break, I'm going to have security remove Borrow for talking too much.
It's Stephanie's show. I don't want to steal her shine.
You're the producer extraordinaire.
What is your do you just do like word of mouth and friends, or is that actually your business, your studio?
It is. I'm growing it as my business right now.
Okay.
So I do some other things, and I work with local artists right now. But I'm working with someone to expand to start working remotely with people from all over the world, really.
Okay, so is there a way that we can find you? Like somebody
Sure,
listening
yeah.
tonight's a musician, they want to record, they want to check you out.
Yeah, you can go to vertigomusic.com. It's a VRTIGO. So there's no E in Vertigo. You can also find me on Facebook at Vertigo Music or on Instagram at Vertigo Music.
That's like there's no I in team.
Right.
All right, Vertigo Music.
Yes.
Okay, what's your favorite part about producing?
Creating
proper.
something new every single time we sit down in the studio. So like I've played in bands before, and we toured across the country playing tons of shows, but you keep playing the same stuff over and over and over again, which can be fun sometimes if you're playing in a good room. But
and it's making you money.
that too. But you know, being able to create something new with someone different every time keeps things fresh, and you never know what you come up with too.
There you go. How often are you in a band now?
No, I'm doing just
Just the
producing.
production.
Yeah.
How often do you guys gig, and where?
Oh, well, we're actually currently building up some momentum. So this Friday we'll be in Dresher, PA.
Yes, at the Jarretttown Hotel.
Okay.
And Saturday I'll be with New Jersey's Most Wanted up in Kinnelon. And then the following Friday, you're with Strawberry Moon.
Yeah, so Friday, February 8th, I'm with my strictly cover duo, Strawberry Moon, at Soul Mexican Cantina in Branchburg on Route 22. So we're there. And then on the 15th of February, it's Chin and Blum at the Raven in New Hope from 7 to 8:30.
You have to send me that because I actually list the Raven,
Oh, awesome.
but
Perfect.
they haven't updated their website in months. So
Oh.
I'll send it to
unless
you.
you post an event, I can't.
I'll post it.
So yeah,
Do you have your own social media as well?
yeah. So I have you can find me on Kristen Blum on Facebook, Blummy Blum, and it's 2 M's in Blummy Blum on Instagram.
Isn't it
And-
Blummy Blum 13?
Is the 13 in there?
I think it's Blummy Blum 13.
Isn't that her
Blum
email?
13.
Do you have a website?
It is Blummy Blum 13. I don't have it. Facebook is
Facebook.
my website.
Okay,
yeah.
so what is it again?
It's Kristen, or at Facebook, it's just / Kristen Blum, BLUM. And then for my cover duo, Strawberry Moon, it's Strawberry Moon Duo on Facebook.
Okay.
Because Strawberry Moon was already taken.
Do I have a website?
Yes, you do.
What is it?
DCROR.com. But
Hear that,
if
Art?
you want to type
I
it
have a
all
website.
out, it's Danny Coleman's Rock On Radio.
Either one will get you there.
Yep.
Where you'll find at this moment absolutely nothing.
You'll find a few things.
Oh, I have to check
Yes, you do.
that. Am I in a compromising
Never.
manner in any of them?
Nope.
No.
But
My
see,
chili
you-
on there?
You could go
The
to
chili's
our
on there, yeah.
Danny Coleman's Rock On Radio on COA Radio, and the whole archive of all of the past shows
Yes, are there too. Yep. Every
See?
last one. And
We'll
we
have
will link to
we'll
that
have to
somehow.
link to that.
Art and I will get together and we'll work
I'll
on
show you
that.
how to do it.
Yes, you will. So we've been working.
See how we work
Trying to
together
get
here?
it.
Yeah.
I'm learning a lot.
See how they work together for the betterment of me.
So that means you have to get me some of the copy we need.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
That.
yeah.
Okay.
That's small.
I'll
thing.
Good luck with that.
Small.
Yeah, well, I've gotten some out of him.
I did.
He did.
I did my homework.
He
Start
did.
making stuff up.
I kind of did at one point too, but he has
Watch how fast you get a bio.
This is to see if he likes what I made up or not.
Creative writing.
I'm uploading photos is really what I'm working
Put on
on
there
now.
that I'm 6'2", 210.
Right, but there's pictures
Instead
on
of his
there.
picture, it'll be that sacral picture.
He's a real ass.
I thought
See,
there was
Claire,
no swearing. on
You and
this
I can have a
show.
meeting on
Yeah,
how much
right?
crack
There was
we're
no.
gonna show.
We were told no
How much
profanity on this show.
It's a part of his.
It's a
derriere.
donkey.
My
We
own
said
producer.
sacral.
Sacral.
Some people can think that's a sacrament or something.
My own producer violates my own rules.
Sometimes you have to.
Shame.
She
bend
also
the rules.
doubles as our religious advisor.
I do. Today you wouldn't know that.
Nice.
Sorry, you started it.
This is Rock On Radio. I'm the ass. I'm Danny Coleman. And we are here with
donkey.
Stephanie Chin and Kristen Blum and Baro Abad. Let's do some more music.
Okay.
Okay.
I need to compose myself.
Should we do? We're actually releasing a new single on Valentine's Day.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. I forgot about that.
Yes.
So this could be the world premiere again.
Yeah.
Well, it could if you want to do it. If you want to do something else.
No. You know,
Yeah,
I,
did.
I didn't ask you to learn it. Would
Bear
you
with
bear
me?
with me?
Did you?
Oh, I did learn it.
Yeah. Okay.
So we
So-
actually.
Surprise.
It's your song.
It's so this is a song I wrote like 18 years ago as an acoustic ballad, and then for our CD release this past February, we needed some more original music, and I brought it to Stephanie, and then it took on a whole new life, and then we brought it to Baro, and this summer we recorded it in his studio.
He tweaked it even more.
He did tweak it even more. We changed the key a little bit, but it still kept the essence of the song. No pun intended for Essence is another song on the EP. So it's called There With Me. I'm very excited with how it turned out.
Actually, do you mind if I grab my iPad for this one?
No, not at all.
Tell some more stories about There With Me.
There will be no
So-
iPad grabbing.
There would be no iPad grabbing.
As opposed to.
Let me make sure I'm into. So yeah,
It's a new song.
this is still new. We still just started doing this live within the last 6 months, maybe a couple times. But yeah, Baro is a studio master. You go in. Okay, so I've been involved with like behind the scenes music for a while. I used to work for an independent record label. And there's a lot of egos in the music
No.
industry. Okay.
Find out.
Stop.
Unbelievable.
Baro has like zero ego
That's a
whatsoever.
lie.
Well, no, but we're like, oh, can we try it this way? I'm like, well, what if we did it this way? okay, let's try it that way.
It's your
Or-
song.
Yeah, yeah, but he's like,
What kind of
okay,
producer you want?
yeah, like
Yeah, he's great.
he listens to you. He takes your input, and that's what I love about him.
For a while there, I was going to ask you if he even had a pulse. he wasn't saying a word. I was worried about it.
Claire, put this mirror in front of his mouth.
He likes to let the artist shine. That's what I love about Baro.
That's a good trait.
Yes, it really is.
Yes. So he's awesome.
Mm-hmm. And we have fun working together.
You guys are a
Yes.
blessing as well.
Thank you. You're
All right.
there with me.
Here's there with me.
Coming out on Valentine's Day.
Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I know I've been a little distant, but I'm not going anywhere. Why don't you come and sit beside me and I'll tell you how much I really care. Every day I'm just as happy as the day that we first met. And every moment that we're together, I don't have one single regret. Don't know what tomorrow is gonna bring. Don't know where I'm gonna be. But no matter where I go, and no matter what I do, I want you there with me. There's no place I would rather be than here with you right now. If doubt should ever fill your mind about my feelings for you, just look right into my eyes and you'll know that my heart is true. Don't know what tomorrow is gonna bring. Don't know where I'm gonna be. But no matter where I go, and no matter what I do, I want you there with me. My heart belongs to you. Ooh, and I'm happier than I've ever been before. No one else has ever made me feel this way. Oh, you're the one, and I love and adore. Don't know what tomorrow is gonna bring. I don't know where I'm gonna be. But no matter where I go, and no matter what I do, I want you there with me. I want you there with me.
Stephanie Chin and Kristen Blum, and their song called
There with me.
Beautiful.
And when are you releasing that?
Valentine's Day. Since it's a love song, we thought Valentine's Day was a good
February
day.
1st.
Nice. Right.
Womp womp.
Now we know why.
Mm.
Well, it's better early than late.
that explains a lot. That's it. Oh, Terry says, very nice song, great voice.
Oh, thank you.
Oh,
I like Stephanie. She's good. Like the music, great harmony, she
Oh.
says.
oh yeah.
And because Terry pays attention,
Mhm.
she says, I actually have Melanie's brand new Key record album.
Oh, look at that.
And now she has
See?
you singing it.
Sorry.
What more could she want? Now, if I've got the YouTube up, so I have what was going on. Kimberly, your sister,
Mhm.
and she said, "Amazing sound, a star band for sure." And then Rosa Leachin,
Oh,
Mhm.
mommy.
We love her.
love what you did to Life is Good. Love you too, Steph. Hi to Kristen and Barrow. She said Barrow, but Barrow. And so then you
Who
guys
was
are
that?
great. That was her mom. And then
That's your mom?
Yep.
Your mom's
She-
name's Rosalie Chin?
Rosalie.
Rosalie Chin. Yes.
Oh, Rosalie Chin.
That's her last
Yeah.
name.
Okay, it was both.
Rosalie Chin.
I was like, Rosalie Chin, jump a little higher.
Well, she was.
be your love, ain't no lie.
Let me get through this. She said she was singing the third part harmony from home.
Oh, yes.
Oh, she actually
What you want to check?
added that to the song.
Do you want to pay for that?
Yeah, actually, someone called S. Brooks just
Your
had
mom
dinner
was
with their
saying-
mom and dad, and they sold a copy of your CD to them.
nice.
Here, come for dinner. Buy my CD. A way to sell them one at a time. It's
Your
great.
daughter's
my
making
number
a
one fan.
debut.
And she loved There With Me Sounds Great.
Awesome.
And Kristen, she loves those lyrics.
That's good.
Aw,
And
thank
John
you.
Chin, obviously not
Oh,
a relative.
Daddy.
I need more
The best
CDs
family.
to sell. I ran out. We've been having people over for dinner all week. No, actually, he didn't say that. I did. But, all good.
All
Look at all your family love.
Yeah, I have the best parents
You
ever.
do.
I really do. They are my heroes. When people ask me who my heroes are, my first answer is my mom and dad.
Nice.
They're pretty amazing.
Excellent. Good answer.
Yeah.
That's a good answer,
Yeah.
actually. More people should feel that way.
Mhm.
They should.
I agree.
They should.
Actually. Anybody ask about me?
Mm,
No?
No.
No.
Mm-mm. Sorry.
Yeah, you gotta ask.
I'm going to insult my boss. Yes, they all did.
So, Victoria.
Uh-oh.
She wasn't even paying attention.
She's done.
All right, forget it.
She likes to be behind the scenes.
I see that she's
Yes.
behind me, so I
Yeah.
can't see her. She's putting up like little horns over my head, and little bunny rabbit ears. What are you doing back there, Victoria?
I tried to get her on the camera, but she's more behind the scenes.
All right, that's okay. Anything you want to say, Victoria?
I want your baby.
Wow.
There you go. Yeah, right.
Baby. And she likes to shout that across the room when I'm singing in performances. You know, everybody's clapping. She's like, "I want your babies."
Nice.
All of them.
All of them.
How many do you have? Oh my, this just
Woo, degenerate.
went downhill fast.
But she did do the art. the
She did.
cover
It's
art.
beautiful.
Oh, so
CD
you're the
itself,
artist.
She's
Yes.
the artist. She did the front, the
That's
back, and the
amazing.
CD itself.
That's admiring.
Yeah.
How did you get Stephanie to hold still for that long? They did that from memory? Oh, you took a picture.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
a photograph.
Nice.
And then
Well done.
yeah, she's very talented.
Have you been an artist for a long time, or yeah, like since you were okay? Oh, wow, that's the common number.
Yeah.
You're playing Bach at 5, and she's artistically drawing things at 5. I was eating Oreos and going to bed.
At 5 a.m.
She went to an art program in high
Years
school.
old.
Oh, at 5.
She was in the art
In an
program.
art program in high school. She got a full ride to Rhode Island School of Design. Like
Ooh,
she's very
nice.
talented.
Crazy talent.
I don't even think I was finger painting.
Yeah, but you've always been in the art program.
Oh boy.
And there you
Got
have
my
it.
one.
Woo.
He's art.
I know.
He's a work of art.
I caught it. Boy, woo, I did. I was right there. It was woo.
Now, Stephanie, I realize that this is the first time you've ever been on the radio.
Correct.
Thank you for
Venturing.
coming here.
Yeah.
But I am just going to warn you,
Uh-oh.
okay, that there are any other radio program you go on from this point out
Mhm.
will absolutely be nothing like this.
We can promise you that.
They'll actually be professional.
We'll make you all serious and stuff.
Yeah, you'll have to leave.
Yeah.
I don't know. We kind of deteriorate on 101.5.
Probably why they won't listen to me. Okay, so what do you have for like gigs or anything coming up? Any gigs?
Yeah. So Friday we're at the Jarretttown.
Yep, this Friday, the Jarretttown Hotel in Drescher, PA, 6:30.
Well, I asked you that already.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I did.
that's okay.
I'm losing my mind.
We'll keep talking about
Okay,
it.
talk about it again.
We'll talk about it again.
Yeah. And then we're back together on February 15th
Yes, at the Raven.
And then February 22nd, we're at the Logan Inn,
Yes.
which is where I met Barrow. And we don't have anything after that.
Well, at the end of March, we'll be back in Highbridge
Oh,
at
right.
Circa on Thursday.
Oh,
the
okay. So you're kinda all over the
28th.
place.
Wait, 28th.
Yeah.
Thursday, March 28th,
Yeah.
we'll be back.
Yes.
So we're booking.
Yeah.
We're getting more
Nice.
momentum
Now,
going this year.
My buddy does an original music series at Havana
Oh, yeah?
on Wednesday nights. Pat Thorne.
Okay.
Oh.
His name. Might be somebody, he listens to this program, so I wouldn't be surprised if you get a phone call from him.
Oh, that'd be
All
great.
right. That would
I
be
love that.
awesome.
If not, I'll put a bug in his ear.
Thank
Thank you.
Yeah, we love New Hope.
Mhm.
Yeah, we were just there Wednesday night. We did a Tom Callan tribute art.
Yeah, I saw
Oh,
on
nice.
Facebook.
So you had your Flyers jersey on?
I
Tom?
did that. I did that
Tom.
because if you looked at the event photo, he would sometimes wear that.
Oh,
when he played
really?
bass. Yeah. It was kind of neat because I jammed with Rachel from Black Cat Habitat again for the first time in a couple of years, and I jammed with. I met an incredibly talented. Tom had used to talk to me about her, Tina Margot.
Okay.
You guys know her from
don't know.
playing up in New Hope? Oh my gosh, what great music this woman
Yeah.
writes. I jammed with her and a harp player, a harmonica player, not a harp player. Although we made
Big difference. I'm sorry. I just there's
No,
the
no.
mouth harp.
Well, that's it. Yes. A harp,
Oh, okay, good.
you know,
Because I'm
like
thinking.
a blues. He's the blues harpist, and by the name of Jeff Donovan, I mean, great guy.
Mhm.
I jammed with her up there a little bit. Pat Foreign, of course. It was a nice night.
Nice.
You know, the crowd was a little sparse, but it was a nice night.
Midweek, yeah.
Sean, Tom's son, came up.
Oh,
and
good.
Brought his wife and several friends. It was a good night. So
New Hope's been very good to us and
Yeah.
welcoming with our original songs and singing at Logan Inn, singing at the Raven, performing at New Hope's Pride Fest. They've been very, very supportive down there. I love New Hope.
it's like Asbury
Yeah.
Park
Yeah.
Yeah.
because there's nothing in this area that really supports original music.
Yeah. Around here.
At least not
Not a ton.
consistently.
Mhm.
Yeah, so it's very difficult. Scott Stamper is the owner of the Saint, and I've multiple times I've said it on this program. He uttered one of the most true statements I've ever heard coming from an MC. He said, here we are at the Asbury Music Awards, and these people, any one of these people could be writing the cover tunes of tomorrow.
Mm.
And it's true because there's just so much talent. I mean, your stuff is great.
Thank you.
I love this.
Yeah.
Thank
I
you.
did too.
What was that girl's name? Melanie?
Melanie.
Melanie,
Ellen.
right? Yeah, she might not get that.
Sorry, Porter. Can't
I do
Porter.
have more.
Invite him over for dinner.
Oh, you got more? Hey, you take it to her then.
Well, it's a lot of dinners. I think.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
We
you can
gotta
sell
have-
them at dinners.
That's right. You know what? I think
Mhm.
I'll invite myself to dinner at her parents' house. I already got one. What else you got?
You get a free meal then.
That's right. Yeah. Oh, Rosalie Chin, come out tonight.
Oh. She did say something about you.
Who?
Oh,
Your mother.
okay.
Oh boy.
Danny, you're very funny.
There you go.
Woo! And she said, OMG, Victoria, hysterical.
She said that first.
See, she's a star and she don't even know it.
That's
Victoria.
right. That's right. But you're very funny.
I'm very
And she
funny.
did name you by name.
There
She
you
did.
go.
See? She's
And I'm
very
the only
nice.
one of them here, huh?
Yes.
The only Danny.
As far as I know.
All right. So it must be me.
Nope. No one else here.
Well, thank you, Rosalie Chin.
Resolution.
So, okay, where do we go from here?
Where do we go from here?
We could do more music.
So
for
we're
you.
doing Motown.
No, that's Evita, I think. Madonna and Evita. What shall we do?
You want to do better words?
Oh my God, the British accent came out.
I did British. We get English sometimes.
Usually that comes out like just the two of us. I must feel very
That's
comfortable
good
here.
because one of my affiliates
Are they British?
is a station over in the UK. Yeah.
Oh God.
There you go.
The
They can
Pish
hear
posh
me-
on our accent.
I was just gonna say they can hear me butcher it. Lovely.
Lovely. It's all right. It's great. It's great. Love it. Tea crumpets. Harry
Oh,
Potter.
crumpets are great.
So
Yeah.
later
Never
this
had
week they'll be going piss off those
Butterscotch.
Americans.
Not crimpets, crumpets.
Crumpets.
Crimpets.
They are.
They
They're quite
are.
delicious.
Like scones.
I was in a band. I played drums for Zara Phillips, who is from a town outside of London. And so whenever there was practice, she'd be like, "I've got crumpets."
Good, bring them along.
And then she would also bring this jar of this stuff called Marmite.
You know what that is?
I've never had it, but I know what it is.
Really?
Yes.
And she's like, "Oh, this is what I grew up on as a child."
It looks like tar.
Oh,
doesn't it?
What is
yes,
it
it
made of?
tastes
Yes,
like tar.
tar.
Oh.
Sorry, my British friends, but
Sorry.
I don't know. I tried. I kept that jar in my fridge, and every now and then I keep going back. So maybe it tastes different today. It was like sour milk. Yeah, I'll put it back. Maybe it'll taste better tomorrow. No, it tastes just as bad. So, all right. So, what are you gonna do for us?
I like doing.
Let's do better words.
Okay.
You want to do that?
Sure.
This is a ballad that she finished the lyrics. I had the music in the first line, then she finished it. She wrote it from the perspective of when you love somebody so much, like I love you isn't enough. So you wish you had better words to say I love you.
Mm-hmm. Inspired by this wonderful woman right here.
I want
My honey.
your baby.
Yes. Miss, I want your babies. Yes, it was inspired by her. Still in tune?
Yeah.
All right, Stephanie Chin here on Rock On Radio. Go ahead. What are you gonna say?
Better words.
Oh, I'm still in tune. I had bought this fancy schmancy capo. Every time I put it on here, the guitar was out of tune every song. So I'm back to my original one. And it's like 5 years old and it works just
I would have been using like a clothespin.
fine.
That's what a drummer does.
Okay, ready?
Wake me in the morning, kiss me goodbye. Can't believe that I got you here by my side. You came in like an angel at the perfect time. I had given up on love and you opened my heart side. Wish I had better words than I love you. This frenzy of feelings inside, all the ways you've changed my life. These words are too weak to carry the weight of your word. Wish I had better words. Hands and eyes are locked with yours, embraced by the crowd. Took a wild path to bring us here, down the aisle, pledging myself wholly. Can this be enough? be truly deserving of your immeasurable love. Wish I had better words than I love you. This frenzy of feelings inside, all the ways you changed my life. These words are too weak to carry the weight of your word. Wish I had better words. Never knew this was possible. Didn't know this was real. Just when I thought we had it all, another miracle still. Embodiment of our love, cradled in my arms. Know you're blessed and beautiful, oh my child. You're our little angel, couldn't ask for more. Sacred treasure through and through, devotion divine. Wish we had better words than I love you. This frenzy of feelings inside, all the ways you've changed our lives. These words are too weak to carry the weight of your word. Wish I had better words, my love. Wish I had better words.
How beautiful that was.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Very cool.
Thank you very much.
Very cool.
That's the one that usually brings people to tears in a good way.
Yes, that's when you know, like, you've won. When you make people cry. Remember, I cried.
You move people,
When
yes.
you move people, you make them
Yes.
cry. I'm like, yes.
You could do that with an onion too. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to burst that
Happy
bubble.
cry.
You did.
No, that was not. No, that goes to what I said earlier. You know, you really know as an original artist, which obviously the three of you are.
Mhm.
Borrow selling stock over there. As an original artist, you know when you get people to sing or you move them to tears or
Mhm.
request certain songs
Mhm.
that you're on your way.
Mhm.
Maybe not to the big time, maybe not to selling out giant stadium, but
Mhm.
you're on your way to making a difference in somebody's life. And
Yeah.
that's, you know, that's huge. That's, as all artists, I think that's all you can really ask for.
Absolutely.
You know, one of the things that stories that I tell on this program, I used to do a show with my former co-host, BC. We used to do a show on Gas House Radio called That's How We Roll.
Nice.
And one of the two owners of Gas House was hanging out with us one night during the show, and he says, you know, well, you know, all musicians are narcissists. And at first I was totally offended.
Uh-huh.
And I said, what do you mean? What are you talking about? What are you, crazy? I'm not. He said, well, why do you do it? You don't do it so you don't want people to pay attention. You want to be the center of attention. You want to have your music out there. You want to be heard. You want to be this. You want to be that. I said, yeah, well, I want to do all those things, but I want to make people happy through what I do.
Right.
You know, even when you're playing in cover bands,
Mhm.
and I can remember doing bar gigs, you know, and at the end of the night, feeling like a rock star because everybody was so happy. They were dancing, they were
Mhm.
laughing, they were joking, they were drinking,
Yeah.
always having a good time.
Yeah.
Right?
Mhm.
That's
Yeah.
what it's about. Having
Yeah.
a good time.
Having a good time.
Yeah.
And it makes you feel good that you brought somebody happiness.
Exactly. Yeah.
I remember one night we had the wedges on the floor, the monitors.
Oh yes.
Mhm.
And not the shoes, the monitors. but that's where the story is going because this guy had on a pair of Cuban heels and he took his shoes off and he hung them over the monitor. And he was dancing.
Okay.
And it was a winter night. It was kind of rainy. And he left without his shoes. The man never came back for his shoes.
Oh my.
Did you try them on?
The next day.
Tequila.
No, I had hair back then.
Uh-huh.
See?
You didn't need shoes?
I had hair, and it wasn't gray.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so I mean, you never know what everybody or anybody's going to take away from, what you do or what you write,
Yeah.
what you produce.
Mhm.
It sounds from what they say that you're the kind of person that lets the artist have a lot to say.
I try to.
Because, a lot of producers are ego driven as well.
Mhm.
I'm going to make this band sound like $1 million. You need me.
Mm.
No, I need you just to give me my music. I want this. This is my music. I want it that. And of course, everybody hears something a different way too.
Right. Yeah.
So when you can appeal to the masses,
Mhm.
but even that, I can't remember who was it was telling me who did I interview recently? Oh gosh, it was somebody famous.
Usually is.
Yeah. I'm lucky that way.
You
I
are.
really am. I'm very lucky that way. That's no.
Was it male or female?
Oh God, no, it was a male. I can't remember who it was, but he said to me, he says, Danny, I don't look as a concert experience for everybody.
Mm.
Everybody that goes to one of our we played individuals.
Mm.
And I said, well, what do you mean? He says, there's 20,000 individuals inside that arena.
Mm.
Everybody's going to walk away with a different take or a different feeling or a different disappointment or a different excitement.
Mm-hmm.
He said, so we play to individuals. So everything we do is geared towards everybody having their own concert experience, which is kind of true if you think about it.
Mhm.
You see this, that, the other thing, and everybody thinks differently. One person can say, I saw Van Morrison at the Garden.
Nice.
Okay? Not at the Garden, but the smaller. It used to be
The
the Felt,
theater.
the Felt Forum or whatever. Now it's a smaller
Okay.
theater, 3,000 seats or whatever was in
Mhm.
there. And there were these two girls sitting next to me. I was reviewing the show, and there's these two girls sitting next to me, and they are just angry because they drove from North Carolina. And it was not the album he just put out now or put out recently, but the one before that.
Mhm.
And he got on stage and he only played the songs from that album.
Mm.
He did a reggae calypso version of Brown Eyed Girl, and he did an encore, and his last song in the encore was Gloria, and he walked off.
Mm.
And there was nothing. There was no big hits. There was no Into the Mystic. There was no Domino or Wild Night or any of the stuff that made Van Morrison, no Tupelo Honey. There was nothing. And these girls, we drove all the way from North Carolina for this. Dish. They were, oh man, they were just ripping off expletives left and right. I was like, I was disappointed as well, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
So to be able to touch people with your music and get to that point where you can do whatever you want, be kind of cool. Of course,
Yeah.
the fans are the reason that music. That's always the big debate.
Mhm.
You put out this great first disc of yours, Hold On to Hope. Now you come out with another one, and all the people who started to love you because of this, 4 discs down the road, if you stop playing the stuff off of this, they're not going to come to your shows anymore.
Right.
So that's always the quandary that the artist finds themselves in.
Yeah.
So, you want to do another tune before? Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say, I forget which book it was that you were reading that we shared that talked about the gift of invisibility. Was that The Quitter book. Oh, was it Big Magic or Quitter? Quitter by John Acuff, and he talks about like at the beginning stages, like a lot of people they want to rush to be famous and rush to be successful right away, but when you're in the beginning, you have a gift of invisibility in the sense that you can like kind of find your way and make your mistakes and do little things here and there, because if you mess up, it's not like thousands of people are witnessing it, maybe only hundreds of people are witnessing it, and it's your space to kind of create yourself and find your way. So I'm very happy with how this turned out, and I'm sure I will never let go of those songs, especially the ones that have that positive message. But I will eventually go to the R&B route, and then by then I will have worked through this whole invisibility stage, hopefully.
And by then somebody will ask her a question. You remember the first time you ever did radio?
Yeah,
it was some show. I don't know, in Ty's town or something. I lived in this town called East Jabip.
East Jabip.
And he talked about his butt crack, and it was just weird. It was just
It was
weird.
creepy.
Yeah, like what?
Yeah, he's just some creepy Seiko model who gets pedicures with his daughter. This is a Dateline NBC waiting to happen. All right.
Lester Holt's right around the corner.
Yeah, it probably is. Right around the corner.
Oh, and Jenna Smith said, Lauro,
Who is she?
I only want your fur babies.
Jenna, yes.
I didn't want to leave that one out.
No.
That came up.
It's a wonderful fiance.
Yay, Jenna.
Oh,
We
And
love
we're not
Jenna
having
too.
kids.
I was going to go off Phil Donahue. You want to talk about that?
Well, I have 4, so it's not that scary.
No, we have 2.
Okay.
They're fantastic.
No, I meant kids.
She has 4 kids.
Oh,
and
no,
2
no,
fur
no, no.
babies.
I want fur baby.
You can borrow them anytime. Give them a trial run.
That's good.
Not so bad. Just had a plug. Put a plug in.
And they all look like her.
They do actually.
Kids for rent.
No, you can't have mine.
Kids for rent. When I was
Just
working,
encouraging
There's a
you.
business in everything. Man.
when I was working for UPS, there was this one house in the Trenton over off of Liberty Street, like back heading towards like Dudesville, and they had a house that had a sign on their door: "Kids for rent, some free." All right, so what are you going to do for us before we run out of time?
So we're going to do Caged, which I wrote as an anthem for anyone who's ever feeling stuck, whether it's stuck in a job or stuck in a relationship, and you want to break free. And this is the one song that I wrote the lyrics for, and she came up with the music for. So it was our first song.
It was our first song that together shortly after we met. She's like, well, here, I have these words, see what you can do with it. So this is what it evolved into.
Excellent.
It's my one rock song for Rock On Radio.
Nice. Rock on.
Can't take much more of this. I was made for so much more than this. Tired of outside expectations. Time to pursue my own ambitions. Can't keep me in your box. These limits are strangling me. Cast your stones, cast your rocks. I'll climb them to set me free. I'm feeling peace, gotta break out of here. Inside I'm feeling rage, much louder than fear. Time slows for no one, erases debts, I'm ready to run. I'm feeling peace, gotta break out of here. Taking a stage, it's finally clear. The truth is out, and I've only just begun. No more excuses, especially from me. This passion burning inside won't teach me a lie. Give it liberty. I'm feeling caged, gotta break out of here. That I'm building rage much louder than fear. Time slows to no one. Race this test, I'm ready to run. I'm feeling caged, gotta break out of here. Taking a stand, it's finally clear. Truth is out, and I've only just begun. Run from who they tell me to be. Run to who God made me to be. Run fast, run strong. Run fast, run strong. Run now, run strong. Fear no more. I'm feeling caged, gotta break out of here. Inside I'm feeling rage, much harder than fear. Time's close to no one. The race is set. I'm ready to run. I'm feeling caged, gotta break out of here. Taking a stand, it's finally clear. Truth is out, and I've only just begun.
I love cold endings. Did I mention that earlier?
You mentioned
Excellent.
it a few times.
Thank you.
Fantastic. Stephanie
Thank
Chin,
you.
Kristen Blum, Borrow
Yes.
here on Rock On Radio. Art, I sent you an email with
You and 3,000 other people.
no, like in the last half hour, I sent you an email. There's an artist that we're going to play on the way out. I have to actually get there to that point, but by the name of John Sells, who posthumously he is doing better than he did when he was alive. So we're going to play a little bit of his music on the way out. But Stephanie, thank you so much.
Thank
2
you.
hours goes quick, no?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, see? Again, the CD is Hold On to Hope from Stephanie Chin, and we can find this where?
It is, well, it's available on cdbaby.com
Mhm.
if you want an actual CD.
Okay.
If you want to download it, you can also download it from cdbaby.com. And
iTunes,
it's also available on iTunes, Apple Music,
Amazon.
Spotify.
Okay.
all
Great.
all of those places.
All right. Website again?
StephanieCmusic.com.
Okay.
Chris-
Website
Facebook/Kristen Blum.
and website.
Vertigomusic.com. No E.
And they all are listed within the event.
Yes, and Claire has been doing her usual fantastic job of
Thank you,
putting
Claire.
that sort of stuff on there. Victoria, thank you so much. You've had my back all night. I appreciate that. Art, Claire, thank you very much. Thank you. Best of luck.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm glad this was your radio debut.
Yes,
I
me
hope
too.
you're doing well. Remember that. And I want to give a special shout out to Rose Leachin for telling you that she thinks I'm funny. And you
Yeah.
type back, looks aren't everything.
I think she heard you.
All right. This artist, we're going to go out on a tune. You have it there, Art? You do not. Oh, that doesn't help us then.
Aw.
All right. Maybe we can do it next week. What do you think?
Rosa Leachin
Rosa Leachin?
said, "Great show, Danny."
Oh, well, thank you. I
Love you,
might be
Mom.
having a crush on your mom.
Oh,
You wouldn't be the first.
No?
she's
My-
very crushable.
Yeah,
She's
my mom's
crushable?
super crushable. That's why my dad
Your
snatched
dad
her
a
up
big
quick.
guy?
My dad took judo.
Ooh, I would just. No.
45 years married.
Wow.
Yeah.
So she needs a change.
Oh.
I'm kidding.
Uh-huh.
45-year itch.
All right, Big John Chin. Thank you for listening as well. Judo Chin.
Judo chin.
There you go. All right. No, thank you very much. I
Thank you.
appreciate you didn't have it hard. All right. We're going to have to play it next week then. We will get to that. John Sell. But again, thank you. Do you have one of Stephanie's tunes we can pull up? Art, go out on that. All right.
Oh, there you go.
Let's see. We did Walk On. We did Caged.
We did Life is Good, and we did Better Words.
Okay, so we've got-
Essence or Nothing Like,
All right. Which one would you prefer?
or House of the Rising Sun.
You can do nothing like.
Nothing Like. There you go, Art. Cue it up.
There you go.
And when Art's ready, we will leave.
Wow.
See how that happened? We're already past the 2-hour mark. That's okay.
Well, we actually
I
started
like
a
that.
little late.
You know, they're kind of like Pamela Flores. Can we keep them? We'll keep them here with us.
Oh.
Yeah. We have a cake. I mean, we have a room in the back.
Is there a bathroom? As long
They
as
have a
there's
song to go
bathroom,
for
we're
that.
They're,
You have
al-
to feed them though.
they're already asking for stuff. Never mind.
Yeah. Serve them up dinner.
We give them chocolate.
We did.
All right. All right. Till next week, Super Bowl Sunday, we will be here.
Oh.
7
With the
o'clock.
game on.
Our guest is Janet Rothstein of Cafe Artiste, who has an incredible
Yay.
background herself. She's going to talk about that great room that she has in Neptune, where Neptune, Asbury Park, and Ocean Grove all come together. It's actually in Ocean Grove. It's Neptune High School down the Jersey Shore Art Center.
We did that venue. It was great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's got quite a history herself of things. She was also a model.
Nice.
See?
I can see
wow.
that.
See? I might have to impress her with my foot models.
There you go.
Mhm.
There you
Oh, I
go.
have to listen to it again.
Yes.
No, didn't you record it?
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll just cut that out. All right. Borrow, thank you. Kristen.
You're welcome.
Thank
Stephanie.
you. Thanks
Thank
for
you,
being
Tammy.
here.
Victoria. All right. Till next week. Rock on.
Honey, how can you be so blind to your worth? Your light outshines any other. You're all I can see. Yeah, give you the best of me. Best of me. Nothing like hearing your voice whispering at night. Nothing like a smile brightening my life. Nothing like the solace of your arms, the sweetness of your kiss. Nothing like you. Ooh. Baby, you're the one I've been dreaming of. Your heart so deeply reaches mine. You're the purest of souls, never letting you go. I promise you so. Nothing like your eyes alive with love. Nothing like intoxicating scent. Nothing like the solace of your arms, the sweetness of your kiss. Nothing like you. So grateful for your goodness, but even more than that, I embrace. And it's that faith riding through your storms. For I have no doubt that together we will continue to rise. Live life, nothing like hearing your voice whispering at night. Nothing like sunrise to make my life. Nothing like the silence of your arms, the sweetness of your kiss. Nothing like you. Nothing like your light of light with love. Nothing like intoxicating sense. Nothing Sweetness of your kiss, nothing like you. Nothing like